everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Total Party Chaos. My name is Billy. I am your GM for tonight, and I am here with some amazing, awesome people. Just a round, real quick. You know what? I don't feel like we do this enough. I'm gonna go down the list. Y'all talk about yourselves for a second, and just talk about where you're at. That's fine. Erica, we'll start with you, JC, and then Haley. How about that?
Sure. I'm Onduin. I'm actually kind of doing a little bit of a name adjustment. Starting to go by On a little bit more on the internet and such. So you'll see my social medias change and all sorts of stuff in the coming weeks. But yeah, I am the creator of the TTRPG channel Roll D5, where we specialize in playing indie RPGs. And we've got some really fun ones coming up, such as Overgrown and SAGAS, which is going to be coming up next week for a bunch of holiday specials. And I'm here. I'm on Couch Soup's TTRPG. I'm just having a lot of fun. That's me.
Hello, I am Jacob, or JC, and I'm here on Twitch under the name Parnat. I am on YouTube under JC Productions. I run D&D myself. I also run different gaming streams, but tonight, I am here to be Dante Smokespite, and we're ready to have a rockin' good time.
That's great. I'm Haley. I live, breathe, sleep D&D, and I'm here on Tales. On Bengali, we call it Hails of Initiative, so this is how we're doing it. So,
That is absolutely true.
Perfect.
I love that.
Otherwise, yeah, if you're, that's where you can find me. I'm here. We love you, Billy.
Hey, listen, I love that you're on every show. I appreciate you. So, before we get into this, besides this being the second episode of Arc 3, which, by the way, just got named, Veiled... Jesus Christ, I literally...
Pursuits.
Veiled
God,
Jesus Christ?
I'm
Whoa.
Veiled
I read
Jesus
something
Christ
completely different. I'm a
Pursuits.
dummy. Veiled Pursuits. Audio editor, you got this. I believe in you. Veiled Pursuits. We are starting Arc 3, and if you guys haven't picked up from last time was an awesome episode where they got to go into their characters a little bit, and tonight we're going to be finishing out what they started doing after their meeting with Orifal. And we'll get into the recap in just a second. But before all of that, I would love to talk about our awesome sponsors for tonight's episode, and then we're going to get into the great things and play a little bit of D&D. So, I would love to talk about GameStop for a second. We're power to the players, man. We would absolutely love if you guys could go take a look at some of their amazing deals that they offer, because they do actually help us out run the show and do a couple cool things like keep the lights on and play D&D with a bunch of other great people.
That was perfect because my light literally accidentally just turned it off.
See? Keep the lights on. That's great.
Thanks.
That's alive. And also, hello, TikTok people. You're great. See you in the chat. But besides that, yeah, please, if you guys get a chance, all of the great deals that they offer, if you use our link, which I think should drop in the chat, if not, please make sure to check out our About page. It should be somewhere on there as well. Or go to our Discord, where all of our links are predominantly posted everywhere for you to be able to check out and see the great deals that kick. And on top of that, you not only get access to their latest deals, but it helps us, get new dice and stuff like that. It makes us happy. It makes us smile. I won't beat on GameStop too long. They're great, but they exist. They do great. They're fine. But that all being said, getting all of that out of the way, let's jump into episode 2 of Arc 3, Veiled Pursuits, with all of these great people. And transition, please. Let me go to it. 1. All right, everybody, we are back. Let's set a little ambiance to talk about the recap from last episode, and then we're going to jump right back into where we left off. We don't have Nat tonight, but it actually works out because she was heading back to her swamp before we ended last episode, so we'll get a little bit into that next episode, hopefully. All right, back into the recap. Kick over to the right. Music, bam, stream theme. This is our theme song for this arc, please. So, getting back into it. You guys all started your adventure basically being locked down in Valenbrook. We discussed what happened during the time before the lockdown, and you all have spent a good amount of time in the city, about 11 months so far, since everything has been locked down. Nobody's been able to leave the city except a handful of guilds and different companies that have gotten the proper licensing. All of you were sent letters from, well, now you know as Orifal, a curious benefactor that hired the group of you to go on a mission, but not only a mission to benefit, well, sort of benefit your guys' previous adventures, but to benefit himself, as he wanted to take back the city of Tarson Vale. Taking back the city of Tarson Vale not only is prosperous to him, but to the group of you, there is the riches that would kind of encompass the idea of taking back one of the largest trade capitals in Belisar. While there's many reasons that it suits to benefit you guys, I will let last episode speak for itself, and I won't recap the entire thing. So if you guys do get a chance, please go check out last episode to see all of the great introductions of all these fantastic characters and the reasons they're here. Where you guys ended off, Orifal gave you a creepy goodbye as he told you that everything would be set up for you for the night after tonight. You left directly after meeting with Orifal, and after Orifal told you that the night after he would provide you a caravan and a license to leave the city with said caravan. You all were given tickets to get some goodie packs from some of the local vendors, so you still have that on you as well. And some of you have also been able to kind of make out some motives from your interesting benefactor. Where we are picking up, you all just left his manor in the Ravane district of Valenbrook, and you all were heading back to your homes. I know Foxmoth, you went a little bit ahead, saying you were going by yourself, while Ash and Dante, you two were talking outside of the Moonstone Manor.
Yes,
Doll.
we are waiting for Foxmoth to catch up.
Yeah, they assumed correctly because Foxmoth was gonna kind of like hang back, like left early to make it look like she wasn't gonna follow them, but she is gonna try to sneakily follow them. But they kind of caught on, but she's still gonna follow sneakily because she doesn't know that.
I feel like Ash is holding a second drink ready for whenever Foxmoth arrives, and Dante and I having a drink outside. If that's okay with you, Dante.
You think you're laying it on too thick, possibly?
I don't think so. I think she's cute.
Alrighty. Fine.
We will pick up right from here. So the scene is yours. You guys are walking back from the Moonstone Manor back towards the place you've been staying at, the brothel. The little apartment you guys have directly above the brothel. Scene is yours.
So for Foxmoth, I think she did kind of, I'll roll stealth for this if that works too, but she's gonna try and not go through the front entrance and kind of go through maybe your guys' room to get there first, to kind of sneak around there into your guys' room. So I'm gonna roll stealth.
I'm gonna roll a perception because I am keeping an
Perception?
eye out.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Do we? Yeah. Do we get that too? Because we're
Ooh.
actively expecting you.
Okay, one other thing I would love, not only would I love for you to roll perception and try to sneak in, I would love you to roll investigation, as you don't know exactly where they're staying at right now. You kind of have an idea, but...
Okay.
I got a dirty 20 to see.
You got better than I did because my perception was 18.
I got a natural 1.
Oh,
no.
you're drunk already.
I'm
Yeah.
having
And,
a good time. What do you mean?
and my investigation was 21.
21. They. Okay, so Foxmoth, you've had enough scouts going throughout the city that have been able to kind of give you an idea of where the prestigious Smoke Spite duo make camp at, and you do know it as a more popular brothel in the Ravin district. And as you're kind of making your way through, you're pretty you see as like Dante's kind of lumbering around, you're able to like make your way around them, like sticking to the shadows as you did kind of boost your way up a little bit further than them. I will say like you kind of like make your way through the side skirts of the brothel, and you see like the windows that go to the outside where your information told you where their apartment would be at. As you're kind of making your way, you get that like hint of like real musty like alley smell, and like you see as like things are kind of like scurrying out and like taking off in different directions, little rodents. As you kind of like hop up on a dumpster and you're able to like pull yourself up to the second story.
Oh dear. Ugh.
You think you're safe. You don't think anybody's spotted you. You think you've made it past without being detected by any of the patrons or anybody that happens to be kind of just lounging about in the alley. But I would say as you kind of make your way through, Ash, you don't necessarily know if it was Foxmoth that has like made their way, but you've seen like you're seeing like a head kind of like poke up and like peer through like your window, like almost from like the reflection far away. You're seeing somebody like scouting your apartment on like the ledge of the brothel. And also on top of that, you did see somebody like scurry quickly into the alleyway that you guys used to kind of like sneak past to get away from not only unwanting eyes, but from doting awkward business fans who just kind of enjoyed what you guys did.
I like prop the window open and chuck the wine goblet there, and then I just go back to the conversation with Dante. So if they want to take it, just jump
They're
up.
sitting there with like their hands on it, just like covered in wine. Oh, well, this was good vintage. And she's gonna just come up through the window. Hello. I know you did that on purpose. I don't know which one it was, but I know you did it on purpose. It was wonderful, and I'd like some more.
I fill up the glass again, and I hand you the glass.
Thank you.
We appreciate you just taking the initiative and trying to get to know us, even if it's through the window first.
Well, to be fair, I didn't know you'd be back already. I thought you'd be out shopping because you're rich.
Fair point.
It is very late, and I mean, we went shopping today before.
I know, but you
You
never
just
know.
know.
You could probably go again.
Yes, that is very true.
That was delicious.
So
Oh,
then,
what time is it? Okay. I'm just
asking the air.
I'm asking the air, but the accent won't go away, Billy. What time is it?
You ask, and you, as like you're asking the air, you're like, oh yeah, I have a clock on the wall, and you like turn
Yeah,
a
I
little
look
bit,
at the clock.
little bit over to the side, and you notice those hands sitting at
Does the clock reply?
the clock. Like it's kind of like this little cuckoo clock with this little fire like spirit on it.
It's a
and it goes,
mimic.
whoo, and it just goes 9:30 and sucks like right back in as you ask. PM.
Well, the
at
night's
night.
still young then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a few more drinks and then I might hit the hay. What are we're leaving early in the morning?
Not necessarily.
To be honest, I don't remember. No, it was the night of tomorrow.
Mm.
Oh, then tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, we got plenty of time
I
then.
think so.
Seems to be the schedule he's been setting for us, but more on tonight's schedule rather than tomorrow's schedule. Do you have any particular reason for coming through our window?
Well, yes.
Or you just
Get to know
like...
you without having to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we just continue on with our night then?
We could ask questions.
Yeah, I mean, feel free.
Ask away.
What are your favorite colors?
Red. That's easy.
That's obvious, not.
My
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
color's green.
Oh. I do like green. Green is
Mm.
fun. I used to want to be green. But I didn't blend well with the background.
No, you would stick out like a sore thumb.
That's why I mostly wear black now.
Mm-hmm. It suits well with the purple. It's a good look.
Oh, thank you. I don't have hair. I don't know why I'm doing that. Your turn.
What are you doing in this city? What were you doing here?
Murder. I like to murder people who deserve it. I do. I
Bounty hunting or
basically like assassinating is more
Okay.
of the phrase that I would prefer.
mercenary assassin? Okay.
Pulling hits.
Yes.
Mm.
I also like red, but it's not my favorite color. I just think it's a cool color because it's blood.
Yeah, I probably should have started with a simpler question.
Probably.
She came onto our windowsill. She can get asked some hard questions. She's smart. Smart
Yeah, that's
enough.
true.
That was perceptive. That was a surprise.
We're fun, full of surprises. All right. Well, we have an advantage with it being our temporary home turf and it being 2v1. So here's another question.
Oh,
If that's all right.
that is totally wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
How'd you do it? If because of our unique situation, us all being here, more or less of our against our will, were you planning on being a more permanent resident until the lockdown was gone, or did you already have a path to get out of here?
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you.
Yes, but I won't tell you what it is.
It's fair. I'll give you the same kindness.
Okay. Oh, my turn.
Your turn.
Do you sleep with the people in the brothel, or do you just live here for weirdness reasons?
Maybe to begin with, but then it got boring.
Or awkward.
Yeah, so no, not really. It's more just this is a great place to bring people. Good place to hang out. Everyone's so lovely.
To be
And
fair, though,
naked.
you aren't the first person who's climbed in through our window.
Yeah.
Oh, no, definitely not. There's claw marks from before I was there, so you had some weird folk out your window. There's
know.
even more claw marks now, but that's from me. And it's wet. From the wine.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, we just we wanted to enjoy ourselves while we were stuck here, so why not?
That is smart. You might as well.
Yes. Plus, I mean, I use a lot for my stories.
Stories. You write.
Mm-hmm.
You write.
I'm a
books?
writer. Yes, I do.
That I actually did not know. Tell me more.
I mean, they're just stories, romance stories mostly.
Oh, you do the smut?
Yes.
Oh, I do like those. Those are nice.
It's a good time. I do enjoy it.
At least you enjoy. That is good. So you get your ideas from the brothel?
Some Spock's ideas sometimes.
That
Mostly
is
from
nice.
just, yeah, like what you do, watching people.
I don't watch in weird way, but I did once. That was weird.
I am a bit weird.
We are, yes. Do you write under pen name, fake name, or do you write under your name? Like, could I find your book somewhere?
Under a fake name, but I could definitely give you one of my books if you wanted.
Like, maybe that would be kind of like cool.
All right, I'll think of a perfect book for you, and I'll get it next time.
Well, that's okay.
Okay, next time I'm in my office.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. Do you have any further questions? Did you want to stay here the night?
Oh no, I don't trust you guys enough to spend night with you
Okay.
yet. But I will be forced to after next night. So
Mhm.
What's got you so jumpy? You just
Yeah.
untrustworthy in general?
I don't like getting caught.
Caught?
Oh,
Well,
so
yes.
you'd be a whole lot more comfortable if you were less covered in wine and
Yes.
scared the shit out of us.
Yes. I like to
And
be in
so
control
this is
of
why you look like
situations.
you're about to pop a blood vessel.
Yes. I have done that before. It was gross. But yes, when I am in control of situation, I am much more less awkward.
Are we wrestling away this situation from you?
I don't want to wrestle with you.
That's
She looks good, but
unfortunate.
she ain't got enough brain to carry the conversation like that. Oh, boys.
Well, I mean, are you? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense. I guess, sorry, I'm just not used to people taking. we can take care of ourselves, so I don't really care
Well,
which
how
way
about
or another.
how about this? How about I leave for like 5 minutes and then I walk through the front door?
Like a
Because
normal person?
then I'm not caught off the guard and I'm more like, I was welcomed here because
Yes.
I had to be.
Would you like to exit through the window or back through
Yes.
the door?
That
Yeah,
would be
okay.
great. Okay,
All right. Well,
goodbye now. And she dives out the window. Like, full dives out the window.
Hey, as you full dive out the window, for one, I'm 100% gonna need just like an acrobatics as you're
Listening for the
barreling
sound
out
of
the
her
window.
hitting face first onto the pavement. Just
Which you actually get because I rolled a 7.
Boy,
Yeah.
you like dive out of the window and like they hear you and they're like, oh, thinking for a second like how stealthy you are and like how dexterous you might be, and all of you outside just hear as like trash cans get like crumpled and like things like sound like a big like you hear and like a cat like zips off somewhere, and people
It
are like, oh my
wasn't
god.
me. It wasn't
Oh.
me.
of course not, darling. You did great.
oh,
I can't wait to see the potential within her.
I'm gonna almost feel bad when she gets splattered.
I think she can take care of herself.
Do you?
Maybe we can help her.
God, you're so nice.
And then like a couple minutes go by and you hear the knock on
Knock
the
on the
door.
door. Who is
See?
it?
It is Foxmoth, your forced friend.
Oh, welcome. Thank you so much for taking our invitation to join us.
Oh yes. Thank you for inviting me. This was a unique situation that we have landed ourselves in.
I like half curtsy as Foxworth comes in, so then there's like, because I'm like, I'll hand over control to this situation because this is just so funny. Like, you do you, doll, because I'm good.
Just moved over and leaning back against the windowsill watching this.
Did you hear that noise outside? That was crazy.
There's wild things these days.
Yeah,
Mhm.
kids these days are just through the roof, wild,
Yeah,
trying to
I
look
mean-
at the naked people, and they probably fell from the roof or whatever.
It's not the first time, it won't be the last.
Yeah, weird. So, I had considered, sneaking in here, learning a little bit about you before, stuff.
Is there
So I
anything you
figured-
want to look at? Feel free.
She's looking like surveying almost, but she's not like looking for anything specific. So you could probably randomly see her eyes darting through the conversation, but she's holding conversation. Well, to be totally honest, I actually don't know much about the both of you and what you may bring to our collective travel that is coming up. So I think I would like to know where we all stand.
That sounds fun. But I mean, I don't know what we bring to the table. I mean,
Well, Ash,
It's a-
of course you bring your enormous artistic talent, and I bring the good looks.
yeah, that's.
Oh.
I mean,
I thought it was the other way around. My apologies.
Oh yes, I am of course, I'm the one who writes shit.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm
you
just
write
lucky.
terribly.
I just got both good looks and talent. So
Because-
and I punched my brother in the arm.
Just
I guess maybe
And it probably feels like a feather.
Oh, I guess I do have one more overarching question. You two
have
are
at it.
siblings, but you look nothing alike. That's just a bit.
I mean, we're opposites, right? And I
I
mean,
guess.
we do look alike,
Yeah.
but we're like
Oh, and
you've got red
I've
skin,
got
black
black hair.
and I've got dark gray ashy skin and red hair.
red hair.
Okay, so colors are slightly similar.
They're
What's wrong with being inverted?
Inverted.
I just have not seen it before, so I thought it was interesting and thought maybe it was joke.
No,
There's
no,
no jokes here.
no jokes.
That's a bummer. You guys are not fun then.
No,
Excuse
we're
me?
not. We're not
What?
much fun. No.
Oh, what a bummer. Anyways, back to my original question. I kind of just want to know a little. I know you run, are heirs to big companies and stuff like that, but I don't know much else.
We deal in magical artifacts, and our knowledge and connections can help us get in some places that some may not be able to get into. We're both able to talk our way out of most any situation, as well as not being too shabby in the way of combat. So we got a good all-rounder, really.
Oh, at least you know.
My
how to
brother
fight.
here is a bit stronger than I, but I have a few tricks up my sleeve, and I like crackle magic between my fingers.
Magic is fun. I mean, it's true. You cannot overlook the small ones.
And I mean, I see there is a lot of confidence into what you bring to the party, but what is it exactly?
Oh, I do real well with sneak and murder.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, that is something that we're missing, to be completely honest. So
It's true, and there is reason why you would not have heard me, and that is because it is on purpose. I don't want the name for myself. I would rather just be in shadows and just do my work of slitting throats.
I
Or
am more than happy
disemboweling.
than taking all your glory. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. The leaving no traces behind really is important.
mhm.
It's okay. I'll take all the fault for whatever. It's fine.
Well, and hopefully,
Any publicity is good plus publicity.
if Fox manages to live up to the name that precedes her, then we won't have to take the fall for shit.
That's very
the
true.
hope. Yeah, the hope is that none of us get caught in any way, no evidence behind nothing, because that
Mhm.
would ruin everything. And very clearly, we all have something that we want out of this, and there is no way of that I would jeopardize.
No way. This
No.
seems very important to you.
Oh, yes.
Is this maybe more important than just a regular job?
Well, yes. I mean,
Okay.
that secret, I wouldn't say secret. It's more of like reasoning stays with my heart.
Mhm.
But just know that I am dedicated. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Could I have some wine, please?
Of course, yeah. The bottle's just there in front of you. Feel free to fill up whenever you want.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Thank you. Okay. All right. And Foxmouth, do you guys have a fireplace in your room?
Yeah,
Just
that'd be a
gonna go just
gorgeous
sit
fireplace with
crisscross.
like big cushions that big red cushions with tassels and everything.
Well, she's gonna sit in front of it,
That's
just
my
like
decision.
crisscross with her back to the fire, just like watching you guys.
It's this just the two siblings kind of not like not being awkward, just being tense about it, of just exchanging looks and looking back at Fox.
I'm gonna.
And this is
Yeah.
where I would love to either perception or investigation to see if anything in their room stands out to me as anything like suspicious or raises any red flags. As she sits there pretending to be super, super awkward. Which would work better, investigation or perception?
I would say investigation. Just like you're trying to like look through and see if there's anything that like sticks out, or you can.
And I don't need to stop Foxmoth if they decide to actually start looking through things or anything like that.
She's not gonna get up and move anywhere. It's mainly just visuals. But that was an 18.
An 18 for you guys. What do you think would be like in this like cozier like red, like tinted red apartment that kind of just mimics you guys in the empire that your family has built? What do you think would stick out to somebody that's never been in your apartment before, or like something that like you probably might have tried to hide very quickly and it just happens to be somewhere out and about?
I think probably something that would stick out, not necessarily be something that'd be hiding, but something that someone being observant would notice and be pretty easy to pick up, is that even though there are two people in the apartment, the stuff that is very obviously Dante's is very, very small and consolidated. There's like a pile of clothes over in one thing, and you can see different things to like maintain the flail that he has. But besides like that and like general like a bag for traveling, besides that and the stuff that's on his back at the moment, there doesn't seem to be anything else that would be like objectively overtly his in the room.
So kind of like living minimal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the 95% of the rest of the room is entirely Ash's stuff and dresses and fabrics draped over everything. She's got like those cool like room dividers that are like separate some stuff. And then yeah, it's pretty much just clothes and stuff everywhere. Probably on a desk you can see this like really thick tome that's got like drawings that have been like plastered all over the top of it, like kind of like a scrapbook. Like when you were young, you would do like a scrapbook with pictures all stuck to it. Yeah. And that's probably, and it's got a sigil on the front, which is just like the smoke spite sigil. And that's probably the only thing that you can see. And it's got like papers kind of spilling out of it, but that's pretty much it.
Perfect. Okay.
But Ash is standing near that.
Okay, so that one's a little bit more obvious.
That one's, yeah, that one there's obvious. That one there is like, she probably, if you went to go step towards it, she would grab it.
Adorable. So Foxmouth is gonna stand up, having drank all that wine very quickly, and would look over at Ash. Would you like any help packing?
No, I don't think I'm gonna take any of this with me.
Not take any belongings with you? Not even change of clothes, or?
I mean, yeah, I'll pack a small bag, but I'm not gonna pack up this room. We'd need a cart and a couple of horses. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
no, I mean, I'm good. We've still got to go get food and supplies tomorrow, so yeah, I'll be able to pack tomorrow morning.
Well,
I haven't decided what I want to wear yet.
Well, if you would like recommendation, I would suggest a maybe warmer tone, so you do not stand out amongst any sorts of crowd or anywhere we're going, so it's much easier to not see you. Okay. Dante, you're red. I can't do much about that, but maybe we're black.
Oh, I wouldn't have changed anyway. It's all right.
I figured you were. Yeah.
I mean, where are we? We don't know what anyone's wearing outside these walls anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It's true in a way, but it's just a consideration. You don't have to take it. Just a consideration from someone who basically lives in shadows and doesn't want attention given.
No, it's okay, because if I don't want attention, I don't need it, and I just like put my hand over my face and change it at disguise self at will, and I just change into a different face. Pick a random one, and then I change back within like a few moments just to show Foxmoth. I'm like, it's fine.
That's going to be very handy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. Look, I'm sure I've taken up much of your time. If you would like, I will be shopping early in the morning. If you happen to find me, obviously don't say hello. That was a joke, I'm sorry. Anyways, I hope you have a lovely evening and no weird naked people come bumbling through your door.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Okay. Yes. And she's gonna carefully put the cup back by the wine bottle and walk out.
As you make your way outside and like you walk back into the hallway, you had to go through the brothel to like get up to like their apartment like area. Because it is on the second floor. As you like go to leave, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is an 18.
You like as you kind of make your way back down through the brothel, you feel like there's a lot of stuff going on. You do feel like there is like an extra set of eyes on you, but you're not like 100% sure where that's coming from.
She'll probably safely assume it has something to do with the owl gentleman that they met, that he's probably got eyes on her. So that's how she'll play it off, at least for now.
Yeah. Absolutely. As you make your way out.
Yep, she'll go to her little hideout.
You make your way back, and as you kind of leave, Smoke Spite says like you guys are getting settled after Foxmoth just like happens to leave. You do hear like a quick like knock 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 at your door like real fast. Like you recognize that knock as like not one that's like more of like somebody that you know, like one of the people that has kind of helped you stay informed on the goings of the brothel itself. You recognize the knock as an elvish, like one of the people that work at the brothel named Hazel. She has real long brown hair that's kind of tied in like little bows. And she like always wears like a really long emerald dress, and she has like a black like gem tattooed on her neck. But you hear that like knock, and you recognize that knock as like her, just her.
Will you get that, Dante?
Absolutely. I think in the middle of that, I was just finishing a comment that I had to make about Foxmoth just being, I can't wait to see how fast they crumble. It's gonna and knock. Yes. Move to the door and just begin to open it with like the toe of my boot. Can we be of any service to you tonight?
You see like these like piercing like emerald eyes like look through, and she goes, "Oh no, there, sugar. I was just seeing. It looked like you had company leave, and I didn't know if that was for you. I did see him pop up and, you know, kind of peer through your window a little bit earlier, but wasn't sure if that was a friend or somebody that the brothel should have to be worried about. How is you and your sister doing?" And she puts her hand on the door, like real like enticing almost. And she's like,
We're doing just fine, doll. It's, well, we did have a bit of a peeping test, but it was expected. She's we're gonna get, the two of us are gonna have to get a little bit more comfortable with her. You don't have to worry about it.
she like kind of like gets a little bit closer to the door, and she goes, "I'm just wondering why mercenaries are coming through the building and heading right up to a couple of interesting characters that have been with us for a little while." And she like looks at you a little bit more intense, and she goes, "Oh, maybe just my own imagination. I apologize. I hope I didn't disturb your night." And she,
Oh, no disturbance. It's all just, everyone's allowed to let their imagination run wild once in a while.
Oh, shucks. Well, little old me, I'll be back down at the, downstairs if you want to find me. And then she gives a little nod. And
You take care, doll.
you too. And she turns around and starts making her way back down the stairs.
And close the door with my boot and step back over. I'm just people making sure that we're looked after. They were worried about Fox.
She seemed a little suspicious, don't you think?
Oh yes, I have a feeling that. Well, I wouldn't say feeling, more of a betting feeling, in a betting mood of wondering whether she or Fox are gonna be dead by the morning. But that's only if she's into those games.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely
Fox will roll.
interesting. Yeah.
She doesn't at least from what I think, and you're allowed to weigh in on this, of course, but when she's in a conversation, she might crumble a little bit quicker than necessary. But I have a feeling if an actual piece of steel is pulled out, she might have a thing or two to say about it, judging by the claw marks on the door and the claw marks on our windowsill.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do fine. That do we know? So Hazel apparently, you said, had given us information before, or we know her as someone that is a gossip.
You know her as somebody that's a gossip.
Okay.
You know of her in the brothel as just somebody that's like kind of always in everybody's business. You don't know
Is she
much.
is she a worker there?
She's a worker there. She's kind of like the
Okay.
den mom. Like she's more of like the person that like the rest of the rest of the clientele report to.
Yep. All right, that makes sense. All right, well,
My mom
let's
likes
keep.
me.
We'll keep an eye on her. But otherwise, I don't think she's going to be any issues. We're not going to be here any longer for it to worry us anyway.
By the time she's talking to people about someone from outside the brothel coming to see the twins, I have a feeling we're going to be out of here, and I don't see any reason to bother her with unnecessary information.
No. Speaking of heading out of here, I am ready for a nap.
You're welcome to take one. I'm gonna hold off for another hour or so, and then I'll get my rest.
Alright, and Ash hops into bed on one of the chaise lounges. Big pillows all around her, and she falls asleep. Night. Oh wait, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She just picks up her book and lays down and reads it because this is her rest.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Dante?
I am simply just going to move over to the like a not like almost like a futon-esque situation closer to the fire. Pour myself something a little bit stronger than wine, and just at the end of the day, you got to take a little bit of a breather. And I've got a lot of thoughts to sort. And so I will do both. But other than that, I'm not doing anything too serious. Hazel's more fun to think about anyway. That's my night.
So we pan out of Dante kind of getting lost in thought, and Ash digging into the book and slowly kind of settling down. Foxmoth, we'll cut back to you as you start making your way back to your home. The streets are starting to kind of empty out. There's nothing too out of the ordinary going on. Lots of patrons kind of getting moved back, like either out of businesses and onto the streets and like hopefully getting carried home, or like people kind of like curling up in the alleyway, and just people heading back to their businesses and their lives to rest up for the night.
Cool. With that, Foxmoth will take her time getting back home, but as soon as she exited the brothel and everything, she kind of just went ugh, and continues forward, taking her time, just enjoying the nice night. Now that it's a little bit more quiet, but it takes her quite a bit of time to get to her safe house home. Once she does, she goes inside, takes the bigger parts of the gear to get ready to basically go to bed. But before she does, she goes up to one of these rooms within her home. It's maybe like a 2-bedroom, like living room, one room, and then her bedroom. And on this door, it's almost within the correct light. You can see that it's shimmering a little bit of purple. She goes up to it, dispels whatever's there, goes inside, and packs up a few things, makes a few notes, leaves the room, puts the protection back on it, goes and finishes packing up her bags and any other food or some weapons, anything she absolutely needs for the job. She's not going to take anything that's not super necessary. She's gonna make sure it's all packed, it's nice and neat, everything looks really good, really organized. She'll probably take a look around her home, make sure everything's clean and looking nice, and then she'll have a snack and go to bed.
Enough. As you all, Foxmoth, you start kind of just like drifting off and getting settled in for the night. The rest of you also just kind of start taking it easy as you drift off and hopefully get a very nice long rest before your adventure begins. I will say the next morning kind of starts to transpire, depending on when you guys wake up or plan to wake up. At this point, you guys are seeing the first sunrise kind of churn over over this, I mean, from the distance you guys are at, from the back of the Cerulean Keep. You see as that beautiful sun kind of like hits off the big castle, the big Cerulean castle walls, and kind of floods the entire kingdom. At this point, it's roughly about like 9:30 in the morning, depending on if any of you wanted to wake up before that. But you guys,
Yes. Just like out of character, just to kind of give us a little bit of a buffer of time, because I know Nat really likes shopping sequences. I would like to take a moment and have Foxmoth take care of a little contract before going shopping.
yeah. And just also to keep in mind, you guys will have more time to do it as well.
Okay, good. I was like, oh, I want to make sure that Nat gets her shopping sequence because she loves that.
No.
Yeah, so cool. I still would like to do a contract.
Yeah, for sure. I will say, easy enough. You know that there's been like rogue, just bandits going through town. People that have kind of actually formed off of former guilds. Like people kind of have made up these new little bandit groups that have taken place inside Valenbrook because they've been held up in town. So there's a couple different groups of people that you'd be able to just go like round up and get the bounty on.
Sweet.
Storming through.
Any extra gold that we can bring with us just in case sounds great.
Yeah. Easy enough. Give me one moment. Yeah, there's this like vagrant that that's been going through different buildings, just kind of looting gems and jewelry and stuff. You know him by the name of like Melvillium. That's the only name that you have like from the time spent kind of researching him. He's just seems to be somebody that's kind of not exactly known to most people. He kind of seems like a one-off, but he does have a small little bounty on him, about like 4 or 5 gold.
Okay, it's not bad. Making my little session notes.
Yeah, easy enough. As you kind of flee your home and start tracking him down to see if you can get this wrapped up before you have to leave for the rest for the adventure.
Excellent.
Smoke Spites, what about you guys?
I believe we've already figured out every aspect of business that we were here to begin with. It's been a while. It's been a couple months. I think we were quite quick about picking up any business deals that we needed to wrap
Yeah.
up here.
We've been here for 11 months, so I feel like everything that we needed to do here was done months ago.
God,
So
it's
Ash just
been-
packs a bag.
God, I did not need that gross reminder of how long we've been here.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to get out of these walls. It's beautiful, but I'm ready to leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna just grab the bag and just throw it over my left shoulder, and have the mace wrapped around my right arm again, or the
And then
flail
you-
wrapped around my right arm. Wrapping a mace would be impressive.
And then you end up standing at the door for like 45 minutes holding
I'm
your
just
stuff while
watching you.
Ash
The-
packs and
the-
unpacks her bag, being like, well, this can't fit, this I can't bring. I'm gonna have to repack, fold this, roll this one. That'll roll those together. That'll last longer than...
None of it's gonna last long at all. It's just
No, but I pack all my clothes, and I pack a fancy dress, and I pack casual clothes, and I wear my adventuring-ish outfit.
I need to know the ish part.
It's like travel robes, but the robes like come all the way down to like almost her navel with the
Ah.
split. And then yeah, they're like tied up, and there's a split in the leg too. So there's not
I love
much.
it.
There's not much holding on except for like a single bit of like rope around the waist.
Perfect. I love
Mhm.
that.
Well, you
I'm
were
not wearing
talking-
heels.
I know you're not. Oh, God. I know you're not wearing heels. That's not even close to the question I was asking. You were talking all this talk about needing to pick up food and shit for when we're actually on the road. Don't you think he's gonna supply us with stuff? And shouldn't we
I
at least
throw
get
the-
something more?
I throw the
Fucking
tickets
interesting.
at Dante, and I'm like, we got tickets to pick up goodie packs. We have to go pick them up, you absolute dingus.
I just don't want to pick up my own shit. Okay, you pick up the 2 tickets.
What? You can go shopping for whatever you want. I'll go get the goodie packs.
No, it's fine. Let's go. You
Okay,
done?
I got all my... Yes, I'm done. I got all my shit packed. I'm ready to go.
Thank you.
Put my
Go.
17 daggers away.
Where are they gonna go?
Exactly. Where are they? No.
Hopefully in 17 different people. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna start. Are we gonna start with the goodie bags, I guess? As you
Well, I
put 'em?
mean, do we have access to the cart before we leave?
Ooh, interesting. You can go visit it. You know where it's supposed to be at. There's a good chance it's probably there.
Should we check, see if the cart's there, and then if it is, well, then we can at least put everything in it first, or did we do that last? I'm too trusting.
I can already see you pack like this, like holding 2 bags. I'm just like, yeah, you probably should drop some stuff off before we go get more stuff, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I need a trolley.
I know you do. Let's go find it.
Yeah. We go and find the cart so I can drop some stuff off, and then we go get the goodie packs, and then we drop those off, and then we go shopping.
I'm gonna see what the goodie packs have when we actually get
Yes.
there. But let's first see if the cart's actually there.
Mm.
Both of you walk out into the hallway and start making your way down towards the brothel. What's your guys' passive perception?
14.
11.
All of us or just those 2?
Just those 2 for now.
Cool.
So you guys make your way down into the into kind of the main brothel area. Dante, you don't like necessarily immediately notice. There's a lot of people, like there's a lot of different like escorts and kind of people of that caliber kind of coming in and out. There's a lot of people kind of like pleasing other people, and there's a lot of like almost like you guys know is like scams going on. Like there's a lot of people kind of like running games and running different
Fortune
cons.
telling and
Yeah.
other cons.
There's a lot of stuff like that going on. The lights are a little bit dimmer as the windows are kind of covered up. As you guys are like walking out, Dante, you feel like somebody is like just eyeing you. Like you can't, you feel like that cold, like almost like you just have like a blanket of like uncomfortability walking through.
Man, I really hope that if this is the first time Hazel's gaze on me has been cold, I do not like it, and I'm looking to see if Hazel's the one looking.
Roll me a perception check.
Gladly.
Could you remind me which one's Hazel again?
Hazel's the one that knocked at the door. She had
That's
her
right,
hair,
okay.
brown hair tied in 3 bows and a long emerald
Damn.
dress.
14.
14. You're kind of like make your way through the bar or like the brothel, and like as you sit, like you see a couple of the escorts sitting around one escort in that long green dress, and you look right at her, and her gaze is already like upon you and Ash as you guys are like walking out, and they're all like whispering and like chatting and like talking, and she's just like not even paying attention, but like as she's like watching you, you also notice like on her lap seems to be like a little ledger, and she's just sitting there, and she like gives like a tiny little curtsy wave, and then just goes back to what she's doing.
He's the gaze, though. I found the gaze.
That is the gaze. That is the uncomfortable gaze.
And
She's gonna
waiting.
sell all of our stuff, isn't she?
She's gonna sell all of your stuff.
Yeah.
I wink at her and keep going.
She gives you a wink back, and then one of the male escorts kind of leans in and says something, and she says something back, and he gives like a nod, and she just keeps her gaze on you guys.
Do we go
move?
talk to her, or do we leave?
Did
that
you
alone?
want to go talk to her?
No, but maybe.
It's one of those like, I kind of have to.
Look,
She's
Ash,
staring right at you. Is she staring at me too?
look, Ash.
I like
it's-
take a step to the side away from Dante. Does he follow me or stay on him?
You see is like she like kind of like has a
Both
gaze on
eyes.
Dante. Yeah, she just like breaks in the middle.
chameleon-looking ass. Look, Ash, if you don't want to talk to her, I got it. I can do it. You
Yeah,
can...
I mean, just go ask her
go
what she
enjoy
wants. If she's got a problem, then I want to know. I want to fix it, right?
Mm-hmm. Look, just I'd tell you to go enjoy yourself, but I know that the most I can get you to do is probably walk out the door and listen. So
Yeah, I mean, I just pull him to this, like, because we're standing kind of like at the front door of the brothel, I imagine.
Mhm.
I pull him just like out of view, like I'm out of view in the thingamajiggy,
doorway?
in the doorway, and I pop into the ring. Oh, yeah, on his necklace.
Oh, it's a ring around my necklace.
Yeah,
Easy enough.
and I
That works out.
suck into that.
I mean, this is a nice workaround, I guess. This is what you want. Could have taken my fucking bag with you. Okay.
I took
Just
my bag.
walk-
I took my bags.
I
with
know
me.
you did. Cheater. I walk back in and step up to her.
She's just sitting. You see as like the escorts around, kind of like lean in, like, and like she kind of just like puts her hand up, and just you see as they kind of just sit back, and they all start going to different clients as she's just kind of sitting at this like round booth as you approach.
How may I be of service to you today, doll?
I mean, there's nothing too out of the ordinary that I need a service of. Where did your sister end up going? Did she leave without
She
you?
has, well, for the moment, she has better things to do than worry about a bit of a gaze following us across the room. Now, doesn't she? I, however, seem to take notice you were so kind about informing us and checking in on our well-being yesterday. And now it feels like you've gone, well, cold on us. What's all that about?
What, you wouldn't want a little attention from the Smoke Spite twins? All I'm asking is, well, just to make sure that you're A-okay. You're peachy, doll. And she moves in a little bit closer and she goes, are you doing okay? You feel okay and comfortable here?
It was a wonderful time, and I'm sure it will keep being a wonderful place, a real pillar of this community. You're a stand-up girl,
No.
running a stand-up business.
I could be stand up, sit down. I could be any way you take it. But I will tell you, as she gets a little bit closer, my, oh my, you have such a lovely choice in jewelry. What is that beautiful little thing around your neck? And she,
Oh, this? And I move to pull it up first. And I'm still presenting it of just like someone who immediately knows what they're talking about. Yeah. Someone who immediately knows what they're talking about. Oh, this was a gift.
a gift? Who? Oh, you got a little suitor somewhere? Somebody care about the what?
I might have someone who cares about me. Who's to say?
That
All you care about is that they're not here right now. Isn't that right?
I wouldn't care if they were here or not, sugar. And she moves in a little bit closer and like whispers. She's like, I just wanted to let you know that there's more eyes than me just watching those beautiful little legs walking out that door. Stay safe.
I appreciate it. You take care of yourself.
You too. And she gives a little nod and kind of like turns back and just walks back and sits down. And then you see her like, it's like you before you like turn, she like opens that ledger and she just writes something in it. She closes it.
How full is that ledger? How full does it look from the distance I am?
Roll me a
Because
perception
I
check.
did mean to walk up to her table. I didn't know that she came up to me.
She did. She stood up and walked like a step or two towards you
Okay.
to see the necklace.
It's okay. We're both standing. Ooh, 23. 19 plus 4.
3. You see, I'll give you a little bit more than that. You not only notice that like it is like a little bit filled out. It's probably like halfway through the spine. But you do notice like little like tabs almost, like tiny little tabs in the top of it.
Little tabs.
Mhm.
It's just like her to leave me unsatisfied. I'm gonna step out and walk onto the street.
Oh my gosh.
You walk out.
Oh, you're grown up.
That was good.
I say fuck. It's okay.
That was just chef's kiss.
You can stay in there for a little bit longer. We're just gonna. We'll
Does she
find a
keep
spot that's
that
not
ledger
really
on
open.
her?
Ah,
Like over the time that we've spent there, is that like on the table, or is that like always on her person? Or
it has
we haven't
always
noticed?
been like within, and maybe not on her person, but it's been within reach. The only times you've maybe seen her put it down is like if she's running a game on somebody. If you've noticed that she's like super like kind of into it or like faking into it, like she's kind of like a little less focused on her ledger and more focused on the game.
Okay, might be later.
It's a thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, I'm sure I could ask Foxmoth to get that for me, and it would be no issue whatsoever. Honestly.
Oh, I love when we're thinking in sync.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Let's we're gonna head over, but I think we're gonna wait until we're a couple blocks away, and I'm gonna try to find a spot to let Ash out of the necklace.
Yeah.
Away from prying eyes.
I like send you a message, be like, I was waiting until you found the cart, but okay, I'll come out.
You wanna fuck it? If you don't wanna walk, you can stay in it. Counts.
No, it's fine. I leave my bags in there though. And I pop out. Hi.
I wasn't able to get much out of her, I'll be honest.
No, that's alright. I mean, it's all good. I don't know what problem she has with us, but it's not our problem in a few hours, so
Just making sure that, well, as long as it isn't with Mom, then we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Better fucking not be with her.
Yeah, I mean, we hope not.
Mm-hmm. Let's
And
go find that car.
yeah. So yeah, let's go find the cop.
Cart.
So you guys start making your way to the cart.
Making my way.
Making your fucking way. Y'all jolly, you having a good ass time. Foxmoth, where would you say at this point in your contract you feel like you're at?
The good part.
All right, here we go.
The good part.
We'll
The
suspense.
good part.
We'll suspense this bitch real quick.
Cool.
Okay, not the suspense I was building towards, but I guess. You make your way as you're running through these buildings, just fucking booking after this this dude is just kind of running and going, "What the hell, man? It wasn't more than probably 2 pieces of gold worth of merch. I fucking." And he's just running through buildings, ducking low, and people are like, "Ah!" as this person is diving and ducking under tables of other people's houses.
Oh, I love it when they run. It's the chase.
He runs and goes out into a clearing as you meet him into the clearing, and he's like, "Hey man, look, I'll be honest with you. I'll give you I'll split it. I'll split my take. I don't know who sent you. I don't know who wants anything from me. Do you like shoes? I have a ton of shoes that I've taken off, a whole there's a famous cobbler here, and I robbed him blind. Thousands of shoes."
As middle of talking, but first, is there any sort of storage room or dark alleyway that's really close by and out of sight?
You could easily there seems to be a couple abandoned houses you could pull him into nearby, as you enter that clearing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, but I'm also gonna just grab him by the throat as he's talking because he's annoying me. I just grab him, and I'm gonna kind of just gently drag him into a secluded area.
No. I have kids. I have a wife, a family. That's if you kill me or hurt me, they're gonna sad, heartbroken, probably, maybe. And you kind of pull him forward as this balding man with a long black beard is kind of a stained over common shirt. With overalls that are kind of undone into these brown moccasins.
Do you have anything else you want to say? Because honestly, I have heard crying from children louder than you.
Speaking of kids, I have kids. They're counting on me right now, specifically right now. If I don't get back, it's probably. They'll starve to death, and that's on you. That's on your hand. Can you what? Are you cool with kids? That's not good. That's your thing. That's not. Come on, man.
You're so bad at this. Look,
Hey.
I will give you one more try. Come on. Convince me. Convince me.
This is hang on,
Oh.
so I honestly, do you know how hard it is to make a living since they shut the gates of Valenbro? I can't even get out. I can't even I used to have a bread business. I used to take bread across the country. I would deliver loaves to anybody in the towns, anywhere.
You know what? You have thoroughly convinced me. You know what? You know what? It is really hard to get a way out there. It's so hard to find a way out of anything,
Small businesses, man. It's just the demand.
My heart feels so broken for you. So you know what? I'm gonna let you do. Just turn around and just go. Just start going out the back door. That's gonna be the best place for you to go, and then go tend to your children and whatever, and just don't steal again.
Okay, I think you set me on the right, you probably set me on the right path. I think.
Oh, totally. I'm
What's
sure I did.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you that.
Okay. Well, it was really nice meeting you. I promise I'll never steal
Pleasure's
again.
all yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was super kind meeting you.
Just
And-
a jump scare, really.
Yeah. Okay, sick. Take it easy. And he starts like turning around and like making his way towards the doors. He like
Cool.
pulls it open.
Before he gets to the door, or while he's opening it, doesn't matter. Foxmaw's gonna take one of her daggers out and throw it at the back of his head.
Easy. Roll a straight up just attack or attack.
Excellent.
Dice.
All right, that was a 9.
It's a 9. I mean, he's not wearing any armor.
Oh, I doubt he's wearing anything, really.
You go ahead and roll me damage.
Oh, that was damage. I didn't even do a hit DC.
Yeah, roll me a hit DC. And then
My hit DC is a 17.
yeah,
so I think I'm good.
You're
And
more
my
than
damage
fine.
was a 9.
As it like sticks into his back. Oh, just like falls to the ground as it like sops onto the door. Trigger warning: blood just kind of like stains the door as he falls to the ground and collapses. He is out.
Cool. So she wants to make sure he's dead. I don't know how. This might be a little graphic, so trigger warning. As he's fallen onto the ground, he's got the back of his neck. She's gonna go and step on the hilt of it to push it down farther and make sure he's dead.
You push it down a little farther, and you do hear like a small little like whine, and then it just kind of subsides as like the victim is gone.
Cool. She's gonna pick up the dagger, wipe off the blood on his own clothes. Make sure there's no evidence of her behind, any scales she might have left or anything of the sort. Put the dagger away and go about her day.
Easy enough.
Well, first she's got to go, get the bounty, but
Easy enough. You do make your way out, and you do take off something that can like identify him pretty easily. And you kind of like just pocket it, put it in your bag, and you make your way out and kind of close the abandoned home's door. So,
that
no.
was at least an easy one to start the day. All right. Oh, I better get going. She went to look at a watch that doesn't exist. She'll look up into the sky.
You
I guess I better get going.
you look up into the sky, and the clouds say like 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. It looks like
How
it.
nice of the clouds. That's so nice.
Looks like it.
Cute.
And where do you make your way? I know you were talking either meeting them shopping or meeting them elsewhere. Where did you want to go?
She'll probably go to where where she's gonna give the tickets to get her other stuff. As for like the stuff that she brought, it all fits in a backpack that she just carries with her and does not let out of her sight.
Okay. Well, good news is that the caravan and the place that you guys are turning your tickets in are in like they're not the same, but they're in similar spots. So you do make your way that way. I will say that the Smokespite twins, you guys are going to make your way towards that caravan a little bit faster. Just because you guys are a little bit ahead, as Foxmouth just took a contract and is now making their way towards you guys. Give me one moment. You guys make your way towards the caravan. As you guys, you're starting to get to the outside, to, Valenbrook's, big wall that separates Valenbrook from the outside of Belisar. And it's kind of it's not the direct entrance, but it's another smaller, what seems to be an old entrance that was sealed up. And as you kind of start making your way over there, you do notice that there is a big, kind of a big caravan that on the side of it says Spectre and Sons. And it seems to be this more copper, wooden caravan that seems to have copper wheels, tied to what seems to be a big old stallion horse. The horse itself looks a lot fancier than the caravan itself. The roof on the caravan is kind of a little wilted, and even the Spectre and Sons is faded on the side of this caravan.
Is there anyone protecting or watching over the caravan? Or is it just kind of out on its own?
It's kind of just out by its. There, you don't see anybody at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, at the moment, it's just pressed up against the wall, looking like it was loaded at one point, and right now, either somebody's inside or somebody's like outside getting supplies for it.
Okay. Cool. She'll go towards it just to see if anybody's been there or, kind of look around. She's not going to place her pack there or anything. She's just going to look at it.
I'll say since you guys are all kind of intertwining in that area, Smoke Spites, like you guys are also like walking towards that caravan, so you guys kind of just corner each other as you guys are making your way there.
Morning.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Really well.
Good.
Thank you. How about yourself?
Oh, just delightful. I apologize for so much awkward last night. I was thrown off being caught or whatever, and I hadn't killed someone in a while, but I'm feeling a lot better now. So...
No,
Yeah.
I had plenty of time for reading, so you don't need to stress yourself.
Oh, speaking of which, did you happen to bring a book for me?
And Ash, because she was just in her office, pulls out a book that she grabbed for Foxmoth while she was in there and hands it over. She's like, this one here is one of my favorites. I wrote it about a year ago. I hope you enjoy it. It's about some fairies.
Oh, I love fairies. They're so tiny and cute and very promiscuous. Oh, many thanks. This is wonderful. Let me know if I owe you anything in... Because sometimes books can be expensive. Even though it is yours.
If you want to return it when you're finished, I'm more than happy to keep it. But if you want to pass it on too, just don't throw it away.
Oh, no, never.
Yes.
If I'm done with book, usually sorry, but sometimes I burn them for fuel.
Well, you can trade it back to me for another one if you like.
I can totally do that. I will not burn your book.
Thank you.
Promises.
Thank you.
No, I didn't mean to cross fingers.
Well, I hate to be butting in on that conversation, but if there is a book that you want to trade ahead of time, I do know that my sister has been eyeing one book. I don't know if it's a little embarrassing on her behalf, but it's a little...
What book are you talking about?
Oh, there's just this one book. A certain acquaintance of ours might be keeping hogging to herself. I know that Ash was thinking about looking at it, but she's a little, how do we put it, greedy.
Oh, I'm sure she's absolutely the one who really wants the book. Yes. Now
she keeps it close to her chest, and I wanted to have a peek at it. It seems she may have been making some notes about us.
Oh, no, we can't have
maybe some notes about you.
No, I can't have that much more. Okay, few details.
I care much more. That fucking...
Now, I have a few questions. Clearly this is a book found in brothel, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, I would like description of person who usually has books. So I
give a full description of what Hazel looks like.
Okay. Okay.
If you could, find that before we leave, that would be amazing.
Oh, that could be so easy. Do you want me to kill this person or leave them alive or lightly maim?
I mean, if you've got time to quickly look at the book and see what kind of information is and make a snap judgment, I think, on your behalf.
Oh, okay. So
and like, there are lines that we are willing to cross and lines that we aren't.
Okay.
I'm sure you're able to figure out our outstanding moral compass, and
maybe yes.
We'll pretend to trust your intuition. How about we put it as that?
I do like pretending. It's one of those fake it till you make it situations. Okay, so I will use best judgment, take a glance at book. Preferential, would you like me to take the book and bring it here, or would you prefer I take quick glance and then report back?
She will definitely trace you back to us, so whichever way doesn't get you
either of us
on.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay,
I say just a good look, probably, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Good look. Okay. So they are in brothel. Okay, I've got all the details I need. I'll be right.
Perfect. If you want, do you have your ticket for your food goodies? I could go get them for you if you like.
Oh, that would be actually very kind. Here you go.
Thank you. I'll grab them. I won't. I'll see you back here. Yeah.
Yes, it won't take too long. It will be very fast.
Good luck.
And she goes. She's very excited. Loves this kind of stuff.
As you make your way. The two of you guys are still at the caravan right now.
You just gotta lean into it, and it works out always. It's a, what do you call it? A challenge, and honestly, what do you honestly think Hazel's gonna? What shit do you think she's pulling on? She's either pickpocketed us, pulled a peeping Tess on us herself, which honestly she might have not.
Maybe Foxmoth has more of a reputation than they think.
I mean, you know as well as I do, like, what shit that people say she gets into, but she's normal thief and killer, and allegedly a good thief. That's why I wanted to test it.
I guess we'll
But if
find
she
out what
gets-
she knows about us, right? And I mean, and
If she gets
Either
caught
way.
stealing a brothel book, then we know she's full of shit, and there we go, case closed.
Boy, I hope my rolls are good.
yeah, I know, right? The fate moves us up.
The fate of one person's opinion of you lies in the
Yeah.
balance.
Basically, it's a good thing this character is very well built.
Not
She
one.
keeps in a. I think.
Yeah.
I think she'll be all right. We'll see how she goes. I mean,
Look, I'm rooting
it'll be
for
interesting
her.
to see. I'm more interested to see if Foxmoth actually shares what she finds.
I don't think she will, but I think at the very least we'll be able to tell if she's done it or not.
Yes.
She doesn't like, at the very least from what we found out, she doesn't like being beat. And this will be something that she can, whether we actually care or not, kind of hold in relation to us that she did this.
Well,
We're
I
only gonna be
know
in a
that
group.
I-
We're gonna be fucking trading favors like
Yeah.
kindergartners. It's just gonna
Yeah.
happen.
And whatever information Hazel either has or thinks she has, I don't really. It doesn't bother me. So at least Foxmoth will feel a bit better about having some information to hold over us. Hold over us.
As long as no, she wouldn't. I do look a little concerned as a thought comes across my mind.
What thought?
It's just
What secrets you had and you don't want to be
there's
found
no
out?
secrets I'm hiding. There's general things that we know you do and we know I do. And generally, the things that you do are a little bit more appropriate to say around a dinner table.
Yes, I mean
That's it.
That's the point. I try and keep a good reputation for that exact reason.
And I don't. So,
Yeah, that's very true.
as long as it's something fun, flirty, and manageable about me, and she can try to pull any of the shit she's got on you, you're clean as a whistle in Hazel's eyes.
I think that she's just jealous that you took someone last night and not her.
Maybe.
Let's go get these supplies.
Let's go.
Let me go find the ticket booth supply swap over.
Food.
Mhm.
As you
And maybe
guys-
some extra food on the side for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice big meal before we stick to rations.
Get shish kebabs.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough. I will say, give me just one moment, please.
Come on a stick.
I will say that you guys start making your way towards the Wonder Exchange area. That's where the tickets are able to get cashed in. But as you guys are making your way there, Foxmoth, you are able to get there a little bit, to the brothel back a little bit quicker.
Okay.
Because it is in the same general vicinity, and you took off running at full speed. I will say,
Oh, for sure.
you did take off running, there are a few people that like have seen you kind of make your way through. Like you were stealthy to begin, but
It is a wonderful day for a jog.
you are making your way down the city path. Like people are like moving.
You got way too excited.
Yeah. But as she gets closer, like maybe like within a mile, she's gonna like get into her mode. And since the person knows what she looks like, she's mostly gonna worry more about a stealth route. Not putting on her hood because that would be a little bit more suspicious in a brothel. So what she's gonna do is find like an empty basket nearby and take off like her shoulder piece, so she's mostly wearing all black, to be a little less suspicious. And she's going to survey first and see if she can locate the book, just like casually looking in and looking around. But staying amongst groups of people despite them being naked, and she's not.
So as you do that, you're able to kind of hide your pauldron, and you like kind of make your way to the bar, or the brothel. How were you trying to go in through the front? Were you trying to find another entrance around?
Probably another entrance around, because she would assume that from their description seemed like the person who kind of runs the place would probably keep an eye on the entrance and greet people as they came in.
For sure. Roll me just an investigation check again to see if you can find like a way in that isn't the front door.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You do see like there is kind of like a kitchen. Like you do remember a kitchen being in the back that you could potentially sneak through. But besides that, the windows are kind of like, for privacy reasons, they are pretty like blacked out and sealed besides the apartment that was upstairs. But that is the only entrance. You don't know if it has people in it or not. It's a little bit of a mystery to you.
Okay. She's not going to take too much time to really like worry herself with the patrons around. She's mostly looking for the book, which apparently is in pretty close proximity of her. So that's what I'm going to do next, is survey the area and see if I can find it from where I'm at.
Okay. As you kind of make your way, now let me ask, are you going through the kitchen entrance, or are you going through the front? Those are the only two out. Or you can go to the apartment and come down.
Yeah. Nah, that's a little too on the nose. She would go through the back, the kitchen.
You kind of like survey, you like poke your head in and you see like, hey, come on! Like as they're like going back and forth, like trying to like throw things up, you see like a tiny little piece of meat like land on a tray as like two other goblins that kind of come over in like little chef like gear kind of run over and go, hey, it's not gonna season itself, you know? And the other one goes, yeah, dude, I know what I'm doing, come on. And they're both like throwing stuff at this piece of meat. As you see like another like half orc kind of make his way through and grab what seems to be like a big tray of french fries as he slams them down and starts like pouring salt all over the top of them and seasoning them. But the kitchen is like grooving. There's 3 people back there right now kind of moving around.
This is the best brothel ever.
I know, right? I want to go.
This is why we stayed here, because there's French fries delivered to the room.
What do like the cooks in the kitchen look like? Do they have like aprons on and stuff, or are they just kind of casually carrying around food to the patrons?
They have aprons on. They do have like rolled up sleeves and stuff like that. They're wearing all white, but they're kind of like greased up on the shirts themselves.
Cool. I would like to grab an unattended apron as well as some to blend in as she goes out into the crowd.
You see that there, like, from your 20 investigation, I'll say you poke your head in, you do see there are some aprons hanging up on, like, a little, kind of like a little clothing, like, line but it is across, like, you'd have to enter the kitchen to grab them.
Okay. I think that's fine. She'll pretend she's new, kind of like, if anybody notices kind of a thing amongst the chaos, then she'll react.
Roll me a stealth check to go in and see if you can, like, not draw attention.
I love stealth. That's a 30.
Jesus fucking Christ. They are... You are like...
Plus
You-
11.
Oh my, you fucking tuck and roll, like you roll into the kitchen, and like as like he's taking a big, you see the big half orc taking a big drag of this like cigar and like puts it out next, not and the fries. Let's discuss. It's a good kitchen.
He's a chef.
He's great at kitchen stuff. He is very serve safe certified, but he puts his big cigar down and like dashes it out as he like starts like tossing these fries up in the air and like throwing seasoning in it. The seasoning just kind of gets all over the place, and you hear the goblins go, "Oh, mate!" And like it's, come on! And they're kind of like backing up as like the seasoning kind of goes a little bit further than he expected. With all that chaos kind of going on, you're able to like run over to where the lines of aprons are, and you're able to grab one that's small enough to kind of just fit you.
Cool. Yeah, because she's like unusually tiny for. I don't think I actually like put out her height, but she's like 5'5". She's like way smaller than you would think. Something might be wrong with her. We don't know. But she's small. Cool. So
That's so cute.
I know, right? She's so tiny. It makes the murdering fun. So with that and a disguise in hand, Foxmouth is going to now blend in with the crowd out there, kind of maybe just like take an unattended thing of fries that are ready and take them out. So everyone's more concerned with the food rather than the person serving it.
You grab it and like you start like walking off with it, and you hold up. Where are you taking that?
Taking to the patrons. What do you think? Is it some missing? Get something?
1, 2, 3, and he counts the other two. All right, yeah, just take. That's fine. And just make sure it goes to the right person. I'm not. I swear I will not. I will not go through another unemployment battle with somebody who can't take some motherfucking French fries to a goddamn patron. I am telling you that.
It's French fries. What do you think is going to happen?
It's just
French fries.
Mind yourself. They're my French fries. Take them the right way.
They're really. I went really Boston there for a second. Look, they're your fries. They're going to go to the right people because we all know they are the best damn fries in the entire city.
They are the best damn fries.
They are the best damn fries.
You understand me.
I do now. Let's get back to work.
Take those fucking fries out the hell yeah. And he like goes back to like making more fries, and he goes, "Oh, come on!" And like starts throwing all this like powder and like seasoning the rest of these fries with the other two goblins who are just like shambling around trying to like catch fries in fryer baskets.
I'd like to taste one of the fries and see how good they actually are.
You take a bite of one of the fries, and these are like oh my, you've never had a French fry that's seasoned. Like it's like you bite into it, it's got like
hungry now.
Oh, it's got such a like little. There's almost like a hint of like a tiny taste of like butter garlic on them too. That just make it like fucking a tiny little a tinge, man.
Look, sex is great, but have you ever had really good fries? Like, come on.
They're up there, man. They're up there. This is why this place gets a lot of business. It's not the whole escort business. It's for sure like the fries.
That's why I thought the joke was funny, because they're in a brothel. Cool. So now I'm on a mission to find the book as I'm letting people just like eat the fries off the plate.
Easy enough. You are like walking. I need another stealth check.
Another one?
I do. Okay. I'm not gonna give you disadvantage because I think you're playing your chef. You're playing your role really well right now. So
thank you. Cool, because my default is rolling with advantage. So.
Well, there you go.
Excellent. That is a 24.
A 24. Perfect. You are making your way through the brothel. You see all of these different these different escorts kind of like playing their role right now. Like you see them like handing out food. You see them like kind of just like talking to like different clients that are in there. You see a lot of them like kind of like look like you've seen a lot of people like fake attention. You see a lot of these people like nodding and going like, "Oh my god, wow, that's like I can't that is the most
They're
interesting
doing
thing
it
I've
for
heard."
what they want.
They are moving hair like pieces back behind their ears. Like you see them like
gross.
caressing faces and touching stuff. But as you keep making your way, You
Cool.
you do happen to like get like halfway through the brothel, and you do notice like you see the one they described, like the lady with the long brown hair. You see Hazel sitting there with like her dress kind of like a little bit more undone, and she's talking to like a half orc stranger sitting on the couch right now. As she's like you see her like real invested in this person.
Good. I'd like to take a flip through that book. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. I was gonna say, as Foxmoth left, I wrote also in the message, like I write her a message in my book that says she's extra distracted when she's doing a scam, and then you get that message in your head.
Oh yeah, we did a thing where they know about that already.
We did,
okay,
yes, you know
I was
about
like,
that already.
Do I need to freak out now or not?
No, you freaked out before. Now
Yeah.
you get it.
That's right. It's been 2 weeks.
No, it's fine.
Okay, excellent.
You see the book. You're not at the book yet. You see the book.
Okay.
And the book is sitting on her lap, like with her hand on it as she's talking to him, just looking very like embroiled in the conversation.
Okay. There are people around me, obviously.
Mhm.
Are any of them holding a significant amount of wine or any sort of drink?
I'll say like there are like a couple different like sommeliers going around like pouring like different like they're filling cups up like left and right to try to make sure that the people are nice and wined and dined.
I would like to accidentally bump into one of them and have them pour the wine on this poor lady.
I will say I'm gonna need a sleight of hand to kind of like
Sick.
like as you see
Okay.
like a sommelier like walking by and he's like yes, and make sure the glasses are filled as he's like kind of walking. He's got a big old bow tie on.
Just to clarify, I want to bump into somebody who's going to bump into them so they don't freak out at me.
Okay, I will easily say, like, you do see, like, another escort, one with, like, all blue, like, cerulean, she's got a big cerulean dress on, and she's, like, schmoozing with somebody right now. She's like, oh, darling.
Oh, how cute. I'm going to ruin their day. All right. That was another dirty 20. I will send the screenshot right now. So there's proof.
No, you're good. I just have to learn how to read your face because I keep seeing your
I
eyes. And I'm
know.
like, oh, she's fucked
I
it.
do that.
Got
I
along.
do
Yeah.
that on purpose. I do. I do that on purpose.
You see as you dirty 20, you see as like this lady with the cerulean like whole outfit like reaches forward. You see the timing is right. The sommelier is like walking in between her and Hazel, and as like the like eclipse moment happens, like you see as the lady with the cerulean like outfit puts her hand on this like on this blonde haired like paler fair skinned like kind of more prime and prepped like younger male with like real nice blue trimmed outfit on. It looks a little bit more royal, but kind of like in between. As like she goes to like put her hand on his face, you also see like right before you go to make this moment happen, like she slips her hand like into his pocket. And as like you knock her forward, you see as like she falls, her hand like goes right into her pocket, like immediately like the weight kind of not pulling his pants down, but like making it so it's like obvious her hand like went into his pocket.
Yeah.
As she falls forward and bumps into sommelier as like he like knocks this big jug of wine over onto, it doesn't necessarily hit Hazel, but it does hit like it hits the client she's talking to, and like everybody kind of stops for a moment as all these people are like shuffling around. You see sommelier, oh my dear, and like this like half orc guy sitting on the couch just goes, what kind of people do you hire around here? Clean myself, get everything clean. This is, come on, what do you hire new people?
Question, are there any like security type guard people around?
I would say for safety reasons, yeah, there's probably security. Yeah.
I am going to talk to one of them real quick, just like whisper in their ears, be like, whoever was the one that bumping into, I don't remember their description very well, they were blue. That's one right there. I'm pretty sure they had a dagger and there's no weapons inside. You need to take them, madam, and you need to hide her. I think it was an attempted murder.
You you do see like one security, like kind of like a bigger human male kind of walking through, as he's like straight bald, like no hair, no eyebrows, no nothing, no expression, as he's like walking through. As you do kind of like stop him as the chaos is kind of starting. I need a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. Oh, I have a 1. 14.
You go to whisper, like you're like, I think that person has a dagger, and he goes, you think Madame Cerulia has a dagger on? Do you know who that is?
No, the one who bumped into them. I think there was supposed to be some kind of like something happened, but I think she's in danger. I'm genuinely worried.
The one who bumped the sommelier? I'm sorry,
Yes.
who?
Yes.
Peter's been working for us for a very long time. I'm gonna need a little bit more than that to believe that he's trying
So
to.
if it's false, that is totally on you. For I had a cousin who was very, very rich, and they had a person that they like were trusted a lot, and then one day they just immediate stab in the back because they wanted the company they ran. That is totally a possibility happening here, where they could be trying to get Broadwell because it's very nice, very expensive, very well run. So I thought I saw a dagger, I thought they were in trouble. But if you, the security guard, wants a potential or a assassination to happen on your watch and you get fired and never get hired again, that is on you. I gave you the warning. I'm going to walk away now.
I'll go talk to Hazel about it and see if she's seen anything. Give me a second there. And kind of like makes his way through the chaos as he starts like beelining towards where Hazel's sitting at.
Cool. If I crouch down and I get a little bit closer, can I take a look at the book that's on the ground without her noticing?
You would have to. She is standing. You would have to, like, she isn't far from the book. She can still see the book within her view right now. She did stand up. It did fall and hit the ground.
Yeah. I'm hoping she's going to be involved with this deep conversation with that person.
She is, like, seeing him come up, but, like, they are, I will mind you, like, there isn't enough going on right now to where if you walked over to that book, like, she wouldn't see you, like, peer it open.
Have an idea. I may need to do another stealth check or a sleight of hand for this, but I want to take like a little ninja star, and throw it at one of the patrons nearby.
You want to take a ninja star? And interesting. Okay.
Yeah, cause more chaos. Oh yeah, secretly.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I am going to need. For one, I need a sleight of hand to not get seen throwing a ninja star. And then I also need a stealth check to like kind of conceal yourself after you do that. And then it's a hit roll to hit the person you're targeting with this.
Holy shit! I'm good. I have to send you guys screenshots of this as proof. Oops. My sleight of hand is a 25, and my stealth is a 22.
Okay. I'm gonna
We asked the right person to grab this book.
I guess they're gonna prove themselves.
I like legit, like, just like out of character, like my character was very carefully built with a friend because I knew exactly what I wanted it to be, and they built this character so perfect. Like,
I will mind everybody at home. We are level 9, so like
Yeah.
it is also
Yes,
like
this isn't a
like
level
there
1.
is
I thought
it
it
is
was level 2.
surprise.
My stealth should be in the 50s. Yeah, we are higher level, but like curated.
Yes.
Curated. We are trained.
I'm a trained professional.
So who are you trying to hit with this?
No. Yes. No.
Wait.
I'm gonna hit her. Her.
Hazel?
Yeah.
Then your lie wasn't a lie.
Yeah.
Give me just a moment.
That's why I was like, maybe I should know. Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Go ahead and roll me a hit roll.
Okay. Okay. Roll to hit. That's a 16 to hit.
You do, like, as you, like, whip this across, you hear, as, like, it, like, pierces right into the side of her shoulder.
Perfect.
And the music stops. And you see as Hazel just, like, tumbles to the ground, as the book, like, is, I mean, it's still within, like, maybe a couple feet of her at this moment.
I just want it to be forgotten, and I want her swept away.
Right now, she's not swept away. Like, the whole, like...
That's what I'm waiting for.
The chaos is, like,
Fucking dead.
stopped for a moment as you see, like, some of the security, like, walking up to her and, like, trying to figure out what's going on as Hazel goes, Sugar, I don't know. And, like, they're, like, kind of going back and forth as security's like, Miss Hazel, are you okay? Like, I do not know what is going on. We have a traitor amongst our midst. Figure this out. And you see as, like, the security kind of, like, stands up. You have a moment now. Like, if you want
I'm taking it.
I
If
need
this is the moment, I'm taking it.
I need a sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Oh.
She's so calm. She has a knife in her shoulder.
That's a
Well,
She's not even, like, she took the hit. She does not look like how you would react.
versus a 21, so I'll take the 17.
17. You, like, do pull the book as, like, you slide it across the floor as these people are, like, arguing back and forth. You think you're not seen.
I better not be. I roll a great stealth.
You pull it, and at the moment, like, she is, like, standing up. As she, like, gets up, she like, kind of, like, presses something against her, like, that wound, and you see as, like, it just, like, seals away with, like, a little flare to it. As she stands up, she goes, "Find whoever in this place has thrown a knife and tried to take my life today." And she, like, holds up whatever, like, the little knife that was thrown at her, and tosses it to one of the security as the security, like, takes a moment and, like, concentrates on it in his hands.
So I've got, like, 5 seconds to go through the book.
You do. You got 5
Okay, cool. I just very quickly scan it for our names. And I go to kind of, like, the end of the book where I know things might be there.
Roll me an investigation check to kind of figure this out.
I'm so stressed.
Nat 20.
Oh my god, your rolls are insane tonight. I'm so happy.
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
pass out. I'm sending all of these as, like, yeah, proof, whatever, but,
It's
like, for
still
me
not-
to keep. I'm gonna throw up.
With a nat 20, you don't find any of the names in there.
No.
I don't.
There is
It's
none of-
obviously code.
There is no
If that's
names.
the case.
You do, however, like, do you remember your friends' names?
Ash and Dante. I remember my names.
Perfect. You see initials. You do see, like AS, DS, F, and then you also see D, like, kind of just littered throughout the book. There's, like, a whole section, like, it has blue tabs at the top of it as you, like, flip the tabs open. It is, like, the moments for the last couple days, just of your ins and outs. It also...
I'm like shaking.
It does, like, detail, like, everything that you guys have done, like going up to Moonstone Manor, leaving Moonstone Manor. It talks about you guys, like, leaving, like, again, all coded, but as you kind of, like, even go through it, it has, like, even more details that seem like a little bit more personal. It does have Dante's, it says, like, DS ring question mark, and it does say, like a couple other details that talk about the smoke spites, and, like, they're basically, like, anybody that they've done business with in this town for the last 11 months, like, they've had, like, pretty good drawings of or not drawings, I'm sorry, like, details.
Okay.
Iron
People we've
caricature
interacted
artist.
with.
Mm-hmm.
We're meeting with the owl guy. Okay. I might be making a very bad decision. So I am. I mean, it comes back to us. It comes back to us, but way it's gonna come back to us because she has all these details. So, Foxboss is gonna make a very quick decision that she feels is best, and I want to my fire breath. 'Cause I'm a grass, and I want to just quickly set the book on fire and get the hell out of there.
I will say,
Okay.
if you
I have
set
another idea back up, so
if you set the book on fire, everybody will notice. It will be a very obvious. You're not going to conceal fire in here. Is what I will say.
okay. That was my more dramatic option.
You
The
could.
other one was to just take the book.
You could.
Cool. I'll take the book. I wanted to see if my drama first. Because in her mind, either way, it'll come back to them. Because they know all of these details they should not know. I'm assuming you would need sleight of hand and stealth again?
I definitely do, for sure.
Okay. Come on, load. Okay, sleight of hand is a 21. Stealth is a 26.
You are
Average
able
rolls.
to kind of pocket it, and you are kind of able to make your way like through the crowd. Right now, people aren't noticing you, but you do kind of start making your way to the nearest exit, which happens to be the front door at this point because the kitchen is kind of littered with people. As you're kind of making your way out through the chaos, as you hear like security kind of like combing through the area, you do hear one last like moment before like you make it to the door, and she goes, "Shug, have you seen my book? Where has my ledger gone? Peter, Cerulia, somebody, find me my goddamn book! It must be lost somewhere in the crowd!" As she, like, you hear her, like, kind of getting a little bit louder and louder. You are successful to make your way to the door. You are able to kind of pull it open and, like, zoop right out the front as, like, everybody happens to be going through this moment.
Sick. I'll change back into my pauldron, take off with stuff. What she's actually going to quickly do is find anywhere that, like, a fountain or something. Just kind of, this is just kind of how she is. She's going to kind of rinse herself off her scales in any way to make sure that there is no salt or any other seasoning or french fries on her. And then go looking through the fountain where she was at and make sure none of her scales fell off.
Easy enough, absolutely. As you kind of like dash towards the fountain that's probably central in the middle of town, you are able to kind of take a moment and like kind of take a breather for a second as you to make sure and check on yourself and kind of rinse all the dirt and grime off yourself. Yeah.
Sick. Make my way back.
You make your way back. Easy enough.
Oh, sweaty.
I will say at this point, Smoke Spites, where you guys are heading towards the, like, to go cash in those tickets, correct?
We're cashing in.
As you guys start kind of making your way towards... You guys have taken a little bit of time. You guys are waiting for the store to kind of open up. It's still a little bit like midday, and they are kind of like readying their wares and stuff like that. You guys did make it to the Plane Stop, which is like this like store that seems to kind of sell different, buy, sell, trade in used magic items, and they also are responsible for giving out like packs and stuff like that. You guys have made your way there. You do see, like, because you guys have made your way that way, you do see Foxmoth, as Foxmoth is like running towards where the caravan was. Those two locations would coincide with each other. But as you guys are like waiting there and the plane stop seems to like open their doors, you do see Foxmoth kind of making their way down towards the caravan where you guys were at.
I guess
Hello.
we just grab the food and go back to the caravan.
As you
Grab
Is there
Food
anything that
stuff.
we need to? Is there anything that we need to do with at the supply place?
you guys kind of
Or
just
anyone we need to talk to?
you guys would go in and hand the tickets. As you guys do hand the tickets, it is like what seems to be a worker that kind of like looks over the tickets for a second, looks over your order, and kind of just like hands you guys these sacks. As you guys kind of peer them open and you grab the extra sacks for your companions, you do like open and it seems to be like general supplies, and I will give you that list too when we finish up today.
Okay.
But it is general supplies. Inside it does seem like to be some pouches, some bags, stuff like that. You guys are able to kind of seal it up. They do have like a little like glossary of like used magic items as well, but those ones aren't for trade, unfortunately. But I mean, they are for trade. They just aren't traded for your ticket. So there is like a lineup of these used relics and
Anything interesting?
Ooh, now that you mention it, yes, there is. You see about 6 different items. The closest one to you seems to be like a rod, like a big long, like obsidian rod that's kind of placed on top of what seems to like a velvet pillow. It does have like it kind of seems gross. Like it has like real kind of like thick residue like all over it, like dark, like kind of like a jam or something, like some thick like food item on it. And then the next little pillow happens to be like a little pair of sandals. The next pillow that you see is like a tiny little ring. After that seems to be a small little polo that's folded up. And then after that seems to be a tiny little like key. And then the last thing seems to be what looks like a pair of lips. Like a little fake pair of lips.
Are there any prices or labels on any of these things?
There's like prices, and it just has like 1 or like 2 like in front of it, but it doesn't have like a pricing or anything. No labels. It doesn't say what it is.
Anything take your fancy? I spent all my money in the last 11 months. I don't have any left.
Well, generally magic you have to get a bit of an advance on anyway, don't you? I mean, it's the worth. What's really the worth of you getting another pair of shoes? What color's the
That's true.
poncho?
Yeah. Well, what if they're special? Can I check for the magic? Can I check magic? Can I check them for magic, please? Can I do an arcana check?
Magic, please.
You can do an arcana check as you start doing that. You do also
so-
see like not the guy who handed you the bags. He kind of went back in the back, but you do see like a man with
I got
like
a 10.
You go to check. Which one do you want to check out of the 6 that you see?
The ring.
The ring. As you get a little bit closer to the ring, it gives off like a tinge of like it seems like healing properties, but you're not exactly sure like what it would heal or what boost it would give you. You do see the employee is like waiting, like watching and looking at you as like you're like,
I don't need your help. No.
you don't.
I know more than you.
Okay. Well, I'll
No,
be at the
I mean,
register if you need me.
If you want to, do you want to tell me what these are and what?
Yeah, I could absolutely. Would you be interested in signing up for our membership first before we talked about like if you wanted to purchase one of
What
these?
membership?
Well, we do have the hang on 1 second. And he walks over and like kind of pulls like this little chart as the scroll kind of comes down. He goes, "We do have it is the Magic Pro membership, and the interesting piece about it is anytime you come in and trade magic items, you get a bonus like fraction towards the next magic item you trade towards, and we also do take percentages off in terms of like what you're trading towards, and then you do stack points. The points accrue on your account, and then you have you can hold lots of points on your Magic Pro membership, and then after that you could possibly use it to redeem And
Do you have more than one location?
well, we're working on that. The problem is right now, locations are tough because the outside of Allenbrook happens to be, well, an abysmal mess.
Apocalyptic.
It took the word right out of my mouth. But
Yeah.
if you were to have this membership, you could use it at another location if we did open another location. So
Maybe I'll look at it at another location.
well,
Well, thank you.
yeah, definitely. I'll be right over here if you need me. And he like walks over to the register and he like puts his hands on the register as he's just like looking at you guys, waiting to talk to him again.
I mean, I don't have anything to trade to you.
No. What's that?
I could lie and say this is a magic feather, but it's not.
Magic just doesn't look. Things are interesting to at least find out what they are, but if he's gonna try to put us in for
Some sort of
something that's just gonna
subscription.
take up room in our minds, just
Yeah,
gather
I mean, if he was
dust.
gonna do a free magic item delivery, like a monthly subscription of item delivery, then maybe, but that's not.
That's not.
That's not it. Let's go meet Foxmoth and see what she found out.
Yeah, I mean, I hope she followed the directions and was undescript as
Discreet.
possible. Discreet,
Yes.
thank you. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what she can do.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You sure you didn't want to sign up for the membership? Okay.
How much is the membership?
Ah, that's easy. I mean, it's usually about 4 gold pieces a month. That's not bad. That's actually a pretty good deal. You do get points.
We do get points. I do think that the next time we're finding semi-permanent residents here, or as my sister did state, if we find another location that we'll be spending semi-permanent residence in, we'll definitely have to look into that. Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, take a pamphlet on the Magic Free account. That doesn't get you points or doesn't get you a discount, but it does. We do hold on to your information in case you want us to contact you about new deals and offers.
That sounds awful. No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Bye. As he kind of just stands there looking broken as you guys like walk out of the store.
Foxmouth will be sitting on the cart, swinging her feet.
Walking up with all
Bags,
the bags and stuff.
slung over his shoulder. You look proud of yourself.
Well, yes, but first I should preference by do not freak out.
What
And
the
she
fuck did you
Pulls
do?
out the book.
Oh,
Now first, just hold on a minute. And she flips to the pages that give those descriptions and shows it to them.
Well, that's interesting. Do you mind if I keep a hold of this book?
Please, go right ahead. This is your loot. However, I did make this choice based off of the fact that either way, no matter what, it would have been traced back to us. So it was better that we had the information and they had whatever they had in their mind from whatever.
so what you're saying is you've
Yes.
done pissed off Hazel.
Oh, yes. I mean,
So she saw you.
no. No, I was not seen at all. It was wonderful. I was amazing.
Then why are you telling us to not freak out?
That I had the book.
Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, that's fine. I mean, can I flick through the book? Are there other people in this book too? It's like written about other people?
Go ahead and roll me like roll me an investigation.
That's a nice check.
Yes, roll me that.
And
But-
Foxmouth
Disadvantage.
won't give any details of what happened because she's of the mindset that people don't want to know the dirty work. So unless she's asked any details, she won't.
I mean, as Ash is prodding the book, I'm gonna be prodding you about.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, this is like,
He's sitting there eating grapes.
why are you so fucking wet?
They...
Oh. So, You know how I told you that we don't leave evidence behind?
Mm-hmm.
This is part of it.
I would say the only thing that you notice besides, say with an 8, you do notice there is one page that says MS, and like it's blank. Like there's nothing on the page.
Okay, so this book seems to be dedicated to our family and our goings on since we've arrived.
Sort of. There are other pages with other like deals and stuff like that, and like other tracking, but it doesn't seem like. It seems like more of the book is dedicated to you guys. The other pieces are like gossip pieces and like less of tracking and more of like what secrets have you heard and stuff like that. And no names are associated. It's just initials.
Okay, I just wanted to know if it was only us in the book, it's more likely we took the book. But if it's a town gossip book, then it could be anyone that's taken the book.
Yep.
Is what I'm more trying to.
And you did say that this book is getting tracked back to us no matter what. What do you mean by that?
Well, if you see, all of the details are about only you guys. So, well, at least from what I was able to determine. And whether the book would have been kept there or not, they would have more details on us to try and find us or continue to track us. This is evidence that they no longer have.
They can track this, and
Yeah.
I kind of show the book. But I mean, we'll just take down as much information as we can and then destroy it, I think.
That seems fine to
Yeah,
me. I
as
was
long
going to
as-
set it on fire, but I figured that might burn down the building.
Well, as long as they didn't have any, there's nothing like physical. So if they do suspect us, they'll probably take something like clothes that you lift, Ash, and
Yeah.
probably
That's
use it
true.
to try and track you specifically.
I mean, they know us. We've been there for 11 months. It's not like that they can't
Mhm.
just give us a good description and know us to be able to track us if they need to. So
Mhm.
it
And the
is what it
problem
is, and we're heading out in what? How many hours are we leaving?
A couple hours, not long.
Do I need a message, doll?
I was about to say, I haven't seen Doll all day.
Maybe
I
I'll
hope she hasn't been caught up with anything too interesting.
Yeah, I would
maybe
be
I'll
bummed.
send her a message. And anything you wanna write?
Come on, let's go.
We may
I
need to
write-
start moving a little bit faster.
Yes.
Yeah. I send a message off to Doll, just saying, hey, it's Ash. Remember me from the before? We're ready to go, and we might need to leave a little earlier than we had planned. So whenever you get here, let us know. Keep us updated, and they can reply, or she can reply. What were Doll's pronouns? Sorry.
I don't remember. I think they were she, her. Or maybe they were...
I'll just she, her.
Yeah.
And we'll let
Terrible
Matt know
GM because I
otherwise.
don't have Doll's sheet pulled up right now.
Okay.
But yes.
Yeah, I'll let her reply if she wants to.
Um,
So, I will tell you, in matter of transparency and me trying to... I did not really read the book. I only looked to make sure that your information was there.
That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll find another way to get the blackmail.
It's not too hard. Don't worry about it.
It
Clearly,
doesn't really matter.
clearly,
No, I'm not-
they got the shit done about you apparently in this book.
Yeah, it's great. I don't even have to write my own biography.
They did it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
as you guys are meeting outside, like you guys are sitting outside the caravan, like talking. You do hear
Have
like
another bottle of wine for us all.
you guys are like sharing that bottle of wine, as you do hear like, oh God, listen, oh, son of a, and like you hear like a kind of like a rustling, and then you see as the caravan like kind of like shakes a bit, and you see like, so you see a tiny like smaller dwarven man with like a long golden handlebar mustache and like really short golden hair, with like soot stained skin, with a buttoned up red, like kind of like fancier shirt that's rolled up a bit, with a big red apron over the front of it. As he kind of gets out, he's like, I'm just waiting for God, I can't wait to do it. And he like keeps talking about waiting, and he like steps forward and sees the group of you, and he goes, "You the people I'm waiting on?" And he gives you guys a
Who
look.
are you?
Are you the one we're waiting on?
And as you ask that, we will end tonight's episode.
Ah,
as we
yes.
pick up- as we pick up next time.
I love that.
Yes.
Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. Go check us out on all the other cool platforms that we have, and we will see you. I don't remember our schedule. We'll see you on
We will see you
Friday.
next week.
Yeah, next week.
Yes.
Cool.
Something like that.
Enjoy
See
your
you
week,
next week.
everybody. See you later,
Bye.
people. Bye.
Bye.